G'day YouTube, my name is Tony. This is going to be my review on the 2024 Tank 500 Lux Edition, aka the Poverty Pack. It's the bottom of the range one, not the Ultra like all the other YouTubers are doing. Had this car for almost 3 weeks, clocked up 4,000 Ks in it. I live in central Queensland. Been down to Brizzy a couple of times, down to the races there at Willowbank, and a fair few highway Ks and around town, and just thought I'd run through this. It's a one-take video, so if I make mistakes, please excuse me. But yeah, I'm just going to run through what I think of the car and what I think they could improve on, and what I like and what I don't like, and yeah, all of the good stuff that we love about the Tank, and those who are interested in buying one. I personally think it's a pretty cool vehicle, good quality so far. There's a few things, like I said, that probably could do with being addressed, but we'll get to that in the video. Anyway, here we go. This is, like I said, this is a one take, so just recording this straight off my phone, no editing at all. So if I make mistakes, don't say anything in the comments. I probably won't read them anyway. So this is my car, the 2024 Tank 500. I have bought the upgrade grille from Savage, which will be going on, pick it up when I get a power cruise on the 5th of next month. Love the sunroof on the car. It's only got the single sunroof. The Ultra Edition, as you know, has the dual sunroof. The paintwork on this thing I think is fantastic. Even in the white, the metallic is really cool. I actually like it. I'm considering doing the top half of this car in black. I've yet to decide, but probably will. So we'll hop straight into it. Love the seats; they're fantastic. It's got all your electric stuff there for the seats. Obviously, it's the same as the Ultra. Beautifully finished. Still undecided to what to use to clean it. I use Bowden's own products at the moment. First thing I found to be irritating about the Lux Edition is when you jump in and the steering wheel is always down low. I've just turned it off, so it's actually up at the moment, but it does drop to the low position. Now I have found down here there is a knob for adjusting it. There is a button there which I would assume would be a location to store settings, but it doesn't actually do anything. So yeah, hopefully they fix that. Moving up from there, you've got the cruise control stalk, which is in behind the steering wheel, the lower one there. I didn't realise until after my second trip on the Gold Coast, you've got this switch here, which will bring up on your dash 4 little bars or 5 little bars, I can't remember, and you can get closer and further away by flicking that up and down. It does still hold way too far away for my liking. Especially if you're traveling the M1 on the Gold Coast. If you don't want to use adaptive cruise there, it's a nightmare. People cutting you off and the car just slams on the brakes, and yeah, all that fun stuff. The quality of the steering wheel, I like it. It's really nice to drive. Beautiful big screen, as you all know. This one doesn't have all the ambient lighting that goes in there. It's, like I said, it's the Poverty Pack. I do like these lights that you just touch to turn on or swipe. I think they're fantastic, and the sunroof works the same as the Ultra model as well, so that's pretty cool. Modes, I've done a little bit of towing with the vehicle. I have had it into 4-wheel drive, haven't taken it off road yet because of the tyres that are currently on the car. Heated seats only in this model, no cooling. The 4-wheel drive low, and pretty much all the same as the other vehicle, pretty much. Turning the car on, little start stop button down there, get the whiz bang dash, quite annoying. Apparently you can change all this. I haven't looked that far into it yet. I've been looking for driver settings and whatnot, so these are the fun things that we have to go through. So I have the Tank app installed in here. Every time I drive, basically I'll go into this section, and distraction monitoring is a pain in the bum, which is that thing there. A lot of people do cover them up. I'll turn that off. Fatigue monitoring, If you sneeze, it will talk to you and tell you that you need to take a break, which is a real pain in the bum. This one here, vital signs monitoring, also turn that one off, because that's the one where if you leave somebody in your car, say you're at the service station filling up with fuel, and you leave somebody in your car and you've got the key in your pocket, as most of us do have, because the keys are, well, there it is, I've just dropped it. This is the key. I mean, it's great, but there's nowhere to hang it on my actual keys. So there's a Savage Tech Australia, I think is their name. They do a cover for it, so I've actually got one of those ordered, and I'll be putting that on soon when I get down for power cruise. I'm getting back to this system. Outside vehicle, I don't touch anything. That I've got all that set up, so the mirrors and the windows all lock and close up when I get out of the vehicle. Lights, you set that to whatever you want. Welcome light, it's all self-explanatory. Into the driving memory mode, I would assume that this down here would stay in position while that's on, but it doesn't, so who knows. Fatigue reminder, thanks very much, we'll get rid of that. Smart drive, I don't think I can do anything until, here we go, I've turned it on now. Traffic signs, I turn this overspeed warning off. Even though I do that, it still continues to want to talk to me, which is quite painful. I've got it turned down in the sound options, but as you're driving, the music does drop. There's a noticeable drop. I like to crank my tunes. The stereo is pretty good in this thing, and every time I come up to say a slip lane or a roundabout or anything really that railroad crossing, the music dips and it's trying to talk to you. Lane assist, I turn that off as well. It is good, it works really well. I was showing my son earlier on how it actually keeps you in the lane while the white lines on the road are painted nicely. It does work pretty successfully. However, I live in central Queensland. If you've been keeping up with the news lately, the Bruce Highway is it's atrocious, and sometimes you need to dodge potholes. If you've got that on, you're not dodging anything. So yeah, I turn that off. Everything else I leave on, don't worry about it. You can reset. There is another setting in here in settings. This is where you go through. I've got mine hooked up to Wi-Fi, so hopefully when it updates, or when Great Wall decide to do an update and fix all of these problems, hopefully it does that straight away, which would be really cool. Hotspot I never use, Wi-Fi I never use. Sound, as you can see here, I've got the navigation prompt turned to nothing because it's annoying. Voice volume, media volume is turned down at the moment. Call volume, blah 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 blah. All pretty self-explanatory stuff. Sound effects, haven't played with this. I've turned that off. There's an equalizer, it says, but I mean, treble, mid and bass, wow, hectic equalizer. I'm a big car audio guy, so this is very disappointing for me. I would like to see this a bit better in this model, especially with the quality of the build that it is. The display, pretty much the same as the other, the Ultra. You can personalise it. You got your different screens that you can put up on here. I just run that. It's easy. Your steering wheel controls, you can customise your these. Where is it? I think it's this one. This button here, you can customise, it says on there the plus, to whatever you want. So I've got mine used to phone, and at this point I don't have a ejector seat, so, and I haven't used intelligent parking yet. I have got it set to that, and hopefully one day I can actually try it out and see how it goes. I think that's pretty much it in here. Yep, update, I bet there isn't one. Log in now, I'm already logged in, but it doesn't like it. I've got to scan that. So anyway, we'll get out of here. This is really cool. I like the cup holder. This is great as well when you haven't got a can in there, maybe. Yeah, we've got a can in there so it doesn't slide across, but you can slide that across to access all of your bits and pieces. I'm not going to be using those anymore in this car. So it's got plenty of storage space in there, which is really cool. You can lift that up, or you can take it out altogether, like that. Just leave him in there. Something like it. As I said, good stereo. Very impressed with the stereo system on it. This particular vehicle has got the factory side steps that don't retract. I'm fine with that. In the back seat, as you all know, you access the rear seats from the driver's side, which is down here. I think, no, that's just under that one. It's up the top, there we go. So that'll fold back and you can get people in there. I doubt I'll ever use those rear seats. It's not something that I want to do. Don't want to use it. All the vents in the back, all the digital stuff. Again, I don't sit in the back of the car, so you can control it apparently. I'll only ever be in the driver's seat of this vehicle unless I get too intoxicated. Looking forward to getting the Savage floor mats. I've got a multimeter in there at the moment because I've been doing some testing. This is the trailer plug, factory trailer plug. Not a very big fan of that. Around the back, same sort of lights set up as the Ultra model, which is pretty much all the same. Did get the tow bar fitted. Well, they reckon 3-ton towing capacity on this vehicle. Not overly impressed with the way that it was installed. It's throwing. I had a light out on the trailer, the driver's side light, and I fixed that. I found a wire loose on my trailer loom, and I fixed that, but the left-hand side one still doesn't want to do anything. So looks like they were going to do an EV port there or something. Maybe it's for gas and it's rubber. They say you run on 91. I run on 98 BP Ultimate. I like it. It's good. Just going into the back. One thing I did notice about this car is these plastics are really soft. They mark very easy. That's a bit of dirt, but I've got a couple of scooters that I took down to the Gold Coast, and one was sitting there and it almost rubbed through. That's how bad it's. I think you can see the gouge in that. It's quite weak. I had these strapped down because they've got these hooks, so I had it strapped down. The other scooter was rubbing on this side and it's just rubbed through. Now this was just travelling back from the Gold Coast, Willowbank to Gladstone, and yeah, it's very weak plastic. If you're going to do any stowing of things in here, I would certainly be putting things in containers unless you want to receive damage like that. Overall, not too bad. It's got a removable panel here. I should have this phone sideways. It's got all your electric gear in there, stuff that I'll hopefully never touch. There's a dash car, part of a dash cam I need to rip out because it was garbage, so that can just see up. Yeah, there's a shade in the back here. Apparently you can put that up. I'm guessing that's the spot for it. Safety shade or shade to hide your gear if you want to. They lock up pretty good, so again, probably not something that I'll use. As far as fuel consumption goes, I've been getting, I think the best I saw was 9.5. Most people are getting around that sort of 10 mark. If you want to buy a car for fuel economy, my recommendation would be a Toyota Corolla or something similar. Something with, a Hyundai or something similar to that. They're a nice light car with a small engine, and you'll get good fuel economy out of it. So if you're looking for a car that's really good on fuel, I mean, it's 2.5 tonne, nearly 3 tonne, and it's getting 9.5 litres per 100 k's. I mean, it's not bad. My last car was a Nissan X-Trail, and that used to consistently sit around town at about high 9s. I would foot it a little bit, but yeah, high 9s. I run this thing in economy mode most of the time. I do chuck it in sports mode from time to time, when you just need that little bit extra. Can be a bit of a handful. I don't recommend it around school zones at all. Definitely just run it in normal mode or economy mode. Yeah, apart from that, it drives nice. Drives really quiet, super quiet. That's what sold me. I actually went to look at this vehicle. It was parked down at our local Woolworths in the valley. That actual car was parked there, and I saw it and I'm like, oh, it's a Prado. And I looked around, I'm like, that's not a Prado. What the hell is this thing? Anyway, I like the look of it. It's a nice looking car. I'm a Holden man through and through. Always have been, always will be. Still got an SS. But yeah, I said to a friend of mine, so I'm just going to go and have a bit of a look at these cars and test it out, go for a spin in it. And I took it out onto a 100 zone out towards Yarwun, just north of Gladdy. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful to drive. Quiet, spoke too much to me. That was very annoying. The car salesman there, he was trying to turn everything off. But wow. So yeah, let's just hope that. I mean, I understand that it's a part of the 5-star NCAP safety rating. They've had to have all these features in here, and that's fair enough. I get it, but the fact that it annoys the stereo and the stereo noise will cut down by a third or more, maybe even a half, to try and tell you that there's a railway crossing or a change of school zone or whatever it is. Like I said, I've got it turned down. It's annoying as anything. So yeah, but apart from that, I love it. I think it's a fantastic car. We have a lot of fun with it. Can't wait for the grille to go on. That big grille there. I mean, it's a statement, isn't it? That tells you what it is straight away. But I'm not a fan of chrome, so I will be deleting that and all the chrome that goes around the bottom there that you can see. Where's my hand? There it is. All that chrome stuff there. I'll probably wrap that in carbon fibre or something similar. Just I like black out there. That's my personal preference. It's my car. I'll do whatever I want with it. So chucking a set of wheels on. I get a set of 20 Simmons for it, sitting in the shed. I'll chuck those on with street tyres, and then I'll put some off-road tyres on the stockies. And yeah, I think I've pretty much covered everything. I do like the fact that you can talk to it and tell it to wind the windows up and open the sunroof. There's a button on the steering wheel I showed you before. That's a pretty cool feature. I did drive Uber in it for one night, and picked up an Uber driver from Melbourne, and he was shocked. He's like, wow, man, I wasn't expecting to get picked up in this. The car had like 40 kilometres on the clock. It was brand new. So yeah, he was impressed, and we had a good chat about it. Not really suitable for Uber, in my opinion. It talks too much shit to me. It's a little bit thirsty on fuel. I mean, Uber drivers would prefer to save fuel, run an EV if you like, whatever. I mean, you're not saving much there either, in my opinion. We're still burning coal to make electricity, so we're not saving anything there. But she got plenty to get up and go. 648 newton meters of torque on a full battery with fuel. I actually spun the wheels on it. The back wheels spun coming out of the rest stop there at Gympie. There's a duck pond on the right hand side heading north. There's heavy traffic, and I had to give it a boot to come out of there, and to my surprise, the back wheels actually lit up on the thing, and I had to back off. I didn't want to, but I had to back off because, you know, got to be sensible and stuff. So she's got plenty to get up and go. Smooth, comfortable ride. A little bit boaty, a little bit floaty in spots. Like, you got to be gentle with it. It is a big vehicle in comparison to, like I said, the X-Trail that I had. That was a much smaller vehicle, and it was a lot more solid as far as suspension wise goes. It would stop and start really well and corner quite well. With this one's, it floats a bit. There is a suspension kit you can buy. Savage have got that. Also, I noticed that on their website. I might chuck a link to their page in the description for anybody that's interested. This is not sponsored by anybody, just saying too. This is just my personal opinion. Me dribbling crap to a camera because it's a lovely day, and I felt like a review on the Lux edition was needed. Anyway, this is what, 18-19 minutes now. I've dribbled enough. I'll sign off. Got any questions? Chuck them down below in the comments. I will get back to you. I live on YouTube. I love the stuff, and yeah, take it easy, and I'll drop some more videos when I do some more stuff. Have a good one. See ya.